This is Red, White, and Bluegrass.
From office pools to online betting, gambling is taking center stage during March Madness, with 1 in 6 Americans expected to place a bet. It's hard to think that this is only the second March Madness with legalized sports betting in Kentucky. On March 30th, 2023, the Senate gave final passage to House Bill 551. That was the original legislation that legalized sports betting. Later that same year, the first bets were able to be placed just in time for football season, first in person and then about a month later on our mobile devices at just a slightly higher tax rate. But amid all that fun is the frequent reminder to not get too carried away.
You shouldn't gamble if you're under stress. You shouldn't gamble if you're using that gambling activity as a way to avoid life, as escape. Generally speaking, be responsible and enjoy March Madness as best you can.
The most recent report from the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission shows from its launch in September 2023 all the way to January 2025. So latest numbers we got, more than $3 billion has been wagered in the state and more than $58 million has gone to the state in taxes. So generally speaking, as we open up the conversation, are either of y'all pleased with the state of sports betting as we've seen it sort of flesh itself out here in the Commonwealth?
As someone who doesn't bet, I will I don't gamble. It's just not my thing, probably because I wouldn't be good at it. But no, I'm actually very pleased. I think in this situation, Kentuckians were begging for it. They were like, let us do it. The General Assembly listened, and it was before I got there, but the legislation passed. It's legal in 39 states. I can't remember the number of what I saw would be wagered on the NCAA tournament, but it is significant. But also, it's the tax benefit that we have received as a state to help offset, like the General Assembly back in, was that 22?
Yes.
22.
Yes.
22. Yeah. So, but directing all of that money to go to the income to go to fund the pension system, the underfunded liabilities. So it's been really good, and we're watching those pension systems rise. But also, we got into the economics of it with all of the states that surround us except for one. Missouri's the only state that touches Kentucky that does not have online sports betting. So I think it's been a great thing for Kentucky.
On all the money that we're bringing in, I'm just curious, are y'all happy with where it's going right now, or would you be open to exploring other pots that money could go to?
I think they'll always be open to exploration of other funds available to us that we can bring in revenue for the state. And the sports betting has been, actually it was in 23, it was 22 I was running for my election, and it was a hot topic. And it was, like you said, very, very excited to have sports betting in the state. Everybody was supportive, most people supportive of it.
And we're able to keep more of our money here.
We are. It was going across the state
All the borders,
to other
yeah.
states,
Yeah.
And we are keeping it here, and our expectations of it are, it's way more than we expected.
Absolutely. And to your question about, directing the money other places, I think that we have so outperformed the expectation
Right.
of what it would bring in that my hope is that, especially in the budget session next year, that we'll be able to direct funds to do other things, whether it's education, whether it's our state parks, like
Right.
whatever the case may be. But I think we have the opportunity.
Yeah, I remember the original number being somewhere in the ballpark of the 20 million range.
23.
And we're bringing in
23 million,
23 million.
right?
Yeah.
And I think it brought in
A lot.
above that,
A good
almost
bit.
double.
Significantly.
That's all the time we have, y'all. Thank you both.